Hi, Saraswati. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, sir. How are you?
Um, Feeling a lot better than yesterday because yesterday we didn't receive any rains, or for the past few weeks we haven't received any showers. But this morning we received a little bit of drizzle, and that has cooled down the atmosphere a bit. So feeling a lot better, both physically and also looking at the compound here, feel like going outside, but otherwise we were really literally being in a real hot weather condition, experiencing tough times. And how have you been, Saraswati?
Yeah, I've also been great, thank you. And I can say that I am super califragilistic expialidocious.
That's great. Super califragilistic expialidocious. That's the approach. Forget about grammar, forget about other formalities that we need to
Yes,
include in our learning English. Learn in the way of a child.
weather is now started, hot. So
Mm.
we can't even in night means in daytime it's okay, but in night time without AC it's very difficult
Yeah.
to survive. Yeah.
We are experiencing extreme climatic conditions over here. Extreme, really very, very extreme. Our wells are drying up. We have no water. Most of the wells are have already dried up, and people are resorting to water supply from the municipality or from the panchayat or
Mm.
whichever outlets they can get. And since today, uh, I thought I would share with you, or we would discuss a little bit as to, on a particular topic. It is called the eagle mentality. Have you come across this kind of a mentality anytime? Eagle mentality. Yeah.
Okay.
When we strive for excellence in communication skills, when
Hmm.
we try to become fluent English speakers, and proficient in this language, I think we should all follow this mentality, this attitude, and it is none other than the eagle mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah. What picture comes to your mind?
Uh, I think as an eagle
Yeah.
is always focusing its eyes on its prey. So in this way, we should always be focused for practicing English language. And by this approach, we can get fluency and proficiency too.
Yeah. You have responded it very close to the kind of response I expected.
Yeah.
It is basically looking at an eagle and learning 7 key principles.
Okay.
Now, would you like to share with me one incident? Was
Yeah.
there any time when you felt really confident, as confident as an eagle? Really, did you really feel very confident to communicate in English? Oh, yeah, that was the D letter day for me. That was the red letter day for me. That was the type of communication that I really want in my life. Can you share one incident?
Mostly in every session, I feel confident. But earlier, when
Yeah.
I mostly go to my daughter's school
Mm,
in
mm,
parents teacher
mm,
meeting,
mhm.
so I speak in Hindi only.
Uh-huh.
But the last PTM when I went,
Yeah.
so I only spoke that time in totally in English. So I I found that yes, now I'm very confident to speak, not with
Mhm.
tutors or co-learners. I can speak in real life situation too very well, and I can handle the situation.
That's good.
Yeah,
Probably you have absorbed, you have assimilated some of these eagle mentality principle. Let's
yeah,
discuss the first one. I hope we will complete all these 7 in this short session.
yes,
Okay. Number
yeah,
1 is that eagles fly alone. Have you
yeah.
noticed them flying in a group, or have you noticed them
Flying
flying in?
alone,
Yeah, they
alone.
fly most of the times they are alone. Like,
Yes.
would you like to connect this lone flight to a person, to an individual who is interested in improving his or her communication skills?
I think if I connect with learners who is really very passionate for this language, flying alone means we can, if we practice by ourselves for a number of hours, so definitely I think it is very helpful for us.
Yeah, that is also, another response that I really wanted to get from you. And I'm happy that you have come up with such a response. Now,
Yeah.
here we find eagles flying alone very often. In fact, almost all the time. In our journey as a person who wishes to improve this communication skills, I think we should find out who our who are the people that we associate with. Are they people who have similar interests, or
Mm,
are they people who most of the time will pull you back, will
mm.
tell you, would pass negative feelings, negativity? Hey, come on, that's not needed. I don't think we need English.
The
Okay.
situation is like that. Yeah.
Right. So I think it is the sum and substance of this particular um, principle is the
Mm.
mentality, eagle mentality principle. Number one is that we should associate with people who are also interested in similar pursuit. People who are
Yes.
interested in speaking English, people who are interested in watching English stuff, people who are interested in picking up, enhancing their vocabulary and their idioms and everything that has got to do with improving English.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's
Yeah.
rule number one? What's number one? What's principle number one?
Flying alone.
Fly
Flying with
alone.
the same type of person,
Yeah.
so that it is helpful to go ahead for a longer period.
Yeah, because an eagle doesn't fly with a sparrow. It doesn't
Mm.
fly with, what shall we say, with the ravens,
Mm.
because it looks for people of similar interests. And
Mm.
in the case of an eagle, the interest is to soar higher and higher and higher in the sky. Now, in
Mm.
our pursuit, also as a person who is interested in improving our communication skills, so too we too should strive to soar like an eagle every day, higher and higher and higher, improving more English. Right. Number two, I think we need to see that, what would you say? I would say that an eagle has a vision, or eagles in plural have vision. Meaning to say, do you know, Saraswati,
Mm-hmm.
that an eagle can sight its prey 5 kilometers away, from
Yes.
5 kilometers away?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. Yes. Yes.
So this is, they can sight their prey as far as possible, as far away from the prey as possible. So they come ready to go down to pick the prey and then go up again.
Yes.
In this connection, how far is your vision with regard to English,
My
proficiency in
vision
English?
is very clear for me. Whether it is far away, but like everyday practice,
Mhm.
consistent practice, I
Yeah.
can reach towards my vision one day. If I
Hmm.
practice every day consistently, so definitely I will hit my target
Yeah,
as a eagle.
I think so. I think we should also be, we don't we don't mind being short-sighted for a while. Like, we look just at the immediate gratification. Oh yeah, I want to become a fluent speaker in 1 month. I want to become a
Mm.
fluent speaker in 2 months. I want to
Yeah,
become a fluent speaker in 3 months. I don't think that really works.
yeah,
It might work for some people, it might not work for some people, and for
yeah.
most people it just doesn't work, because we are not becoming visionaries. We should look, say, 2 years from now.
Mm.
How would my English be? What level of proficiency will I have?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of fluency? What would I be a fluent speaker by then? So even if I don't find fluency immediately, be like an eagle. Follow
Yeah.
that principle, that vision. That is, eagles have a vision.
Yeah.
Let me share with you the third principle. And the third one is, Eagles are fearless.
Mm.
Fearless. Now,
Yeah.
in this regard, how often are learners who come to improve their English getting intimidated, getting frightened, getting scared, telling to themselves, oh, I'm diffident. I can't speak a word. I don't know what to say. I'm not able to speak much. They suffer from, what shall we say, hesitation. They fumble
Mm.
a lot.
Yeah.
What is your take on this one? The third principle is eagles are
Fearless.
fearless. How should each learner be in trying to improve his or her fluency?
I think if we correlate this concept like fearness, like eagle, so definitely as we are learning this language, so mistakes is very common. We should
Mhm.
not fear or hesitate when
Mhm.
we do mistake because this is the process of learning. Without doing mistake, we can't go ahead because as this is the part of our journey,
Yeah,
so without fear we should speak, and day by day definitely we will improve and can achieve or hit the target which we have decided for ourselves, and our target is to speak fluently with clarity and accuracy too.
that's true. I think this could be a key message that we can steal from these seven principles that an
Yeah.
eagle is trying to teach us. From this eagle mentality, that we should also become fearless. Let mistakes happen. Look at
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, the basketball player.
Yes.
He They say from history he shot 9,000 times and he
Hmm.
couldn't get that shot that he wanted. It was
Hmm.
after the 9,000 baskets that he tried to shoot in basketball that he became successful.
Yeah.
And look at Usain Bolt, look at Lionel Messi, look at Cristiano
Hmm.
Ronaldo. Nobody sees the 9 hours or 9.5 hours they are working behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But we see only 1 hour or 1 hour 45 minutes that they come on the field.
Hmm.
So I think we should never be afraid of this. We should
Yeah.
always be. This is actually a message for the learners. Are you fumbling? Don't worry. Are you
Hmm.
hesitant? Don't worry. Are you diffident? Don't worry. But are you willing to show up every day? Are you willing to pay the price of being there with a tutor each day for
Hmm.
365 days to come? Then you can be called as fearless learners. It's not
Yeah.
only in the case of learning English, it could be applied to any field. Now, let me give you the fourth principle of this eagle mentality, that eagles are tenacious. Eagles are tenacious. Tenacious. Tenacious.
So what is
Tenacious.
the meaning of tenacious?
Yeah. So, and at the same time, they love storm. They love storm. What do you, I'll explain the meaning. Wait. Um,
Yeah.
if you experience a storm or a tufan or a big cyclone, what would you
Hmm.
do? What would you do? I would run away. Certainly, I would run away back to my home. What would you do?
If I face the storm, so definitely I will learn and can save myself.
Yeah,
And once a person who definitely here means storm means the difficulties, that hurdles, that challenges comes in the this journey. So if we face all these things, so definitely one day we will become a good speaker.
absolutely right. That's exactly the kind of response that I wanted. This eagle principle, this eagle mentality is making me go crazy. It's teaching me a lot.
Yeah.
It's simply speaking to me a lot. From morning till evening, I am obsessed with this idea. Eagle
Mhm.
mentality, the eagle mentality, the eagle mentality. Look at this. Eagles are tenacious, meaning to say they are unwilling to give up. That's the meaning of being tenacious.
Yeah.
They are just unwilling to give up. They are unwilling to stop. Eagles say, "Oh, storm, come my way. I'm willing to face it. I'm willing to brave the storm. I'm willing to dare to go. I dare to move forward." Beautiful, right?
Yes.
If each learner who is really finding it difficult to speak, who is finding hesitancy a big problem, or fumbling a big difficulty, a stumbling block, should be able to say, yeah, I think I've tried a lot, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to brave the storm. I'm going to be like an eagle.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like an eagle, tenacious like an eagle, resilient like an eagle.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's the kind of mentality. I think maybe the fifth principle that I would like to share with you is an eagle does not eat dead meat. An eagle
Then
does not eat dead meat. Let me see if this time Saraswati can give me the right kind of response. What is the meaning of simple? Give me a simple explanation of what dead meat is. Dead meat is in the context of,
English learning.
if possible, but we will discuss that a little later, no problem. But at least what does when we say dead meat, what does it signify? I'll tell you. Dead meat basically means old meat.
Old meat. Okay.
Yeah, see, it's already dead and it's not
Uh-huh.
it's not alive anymore. It's
Uh-huh.
already, it
Okay.
has become something of
Yes,
the
yes, yeah.
past. It
Yeah.
has become something of the past, and therefore it is not new, it is not there anymore. So it's
Mm-hmm.
something dead and gone. Now
Mm-hmm.
connect this with, and so an eagle is always interested in capturing its prey fresh and eat its captured prey's meat. It never eats stale meat, never eats dead meat, never eats something that is already beginning to rot, but rather it enjoys, it devours, it's absolutely happy to eat fresh meat. Is it? Do you get some clues now? How can you connect this situation, this scenario, with with a person who is now interested in improving his or her English fluency?
Means I think we should always be ready to use new technologies to for
Okay,
learning English language.
something more. Would you like to add something more to it?
Yes, yes.
I'll give you one more clue. That
Okay.
means, see, dead means our past.
Uh-huh.
So don't worry about your past failures. Now, come on, develop on that.
Yes, yes. Now, means I can now correlate with this. Like suppose in past we saw number of failures,
Ah,
but we should not bother about for that.
yeah,
We should go ahead
right,
and every day decide our new target
right,
and try to achieve that target. So
right,
definitely, if we will not look back, so we can go ahead.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the kind of response. As a learner, as a person who is really motivated, we should never stay ruminating over our past,
Yeah.
thinking of our past, but rather forge ahead. Let the past be past. Bygones are bygones. Let bygones be bygones. What is done cannot be undone. Shakespeare says.
Mm.
Correct? What's done cannot be undone. Yeah, it's finished. Go on. What can we do? No, no point in in crying over spilt milk. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, what's finished is finished. Now, let's. So therefore, a message would be that we should move forward with further,
Mhm.
what shall we say, expectations, and
Mm.
eagerly working on our progress with dedication and persistence. Okay. Now the
Yes.
next one, the sixth one. I think our time is running too short. Here
Yeah.
we go. The sixth one would be that eagles always prepare for training.
Yeah.
Eagles prepare for training. How do they do this? I don't know if you know this one. See, for me, this is something very, very new. That
Mm-hmm.
eagles, they never give too much comfort to their young ones living in the cage or in the nest. They try to make it as unbearable as possible.
Yeah.
They don't make it cozy, they don't make it too comfortable. They want their young ones not to live too long there in a comfortable zone, but rather get
Yeah.
out of that comfort zone.
Yes.
And therefore, what do? They would remove the soft twigs, the branches, and other things they made when they were getting their young ones. But now that the young ones have some time there, they don't want to give that comfort anymore to them. Rather, they want to
Mhm.
tell them, hey, it's time for you. So, time for you to train yourself. Any
Yes.
connection with an English, or somebody who wants to become an
Like
English speaker?
we should always try to leave our comfort zone,
Yeah, yeah,
because if we
yeah,
live in our comfort zone,
yeah,
so we will not come across with many difficulties that
yeah,
comes at the time of learning this language. So it's very important to all the learners who really want to improve or get the fluency, want to get fluency in this language. They have to leave their comfort zone and
and
try to one more upper level. Like we can try some vocabs,
yeah,
sentence structure, advanced sentence structure, and can give more advanced topic to ourselves. uh,
yeah,
I think these are the challenges for the
yeah.
learner. Yeah.
And allow a period of training, just
Yeah.
like these eagles. Allow, give, accept a period of training. Don't say, I
Yeah.
don't need, I don't need, I don't need. No, I need it. I need it.
Mhm.
I need it. And I need more of that. And the last principle, the seventh one, is eagles shed old habits. Eagles shed old habits to gain vitality. Eagles share old habits to gain vitality. Vitality means life, strength, power, vitality. Okay, so they shed their I don't know, I'm sure you have come across this. Eagles, when they realize that they cannot fly high anymore, soar high anymore as they used to do 5 years ago, what would they
Mhm.
do? They would slowly fly to a mountain where nobody would disturb them, and there they would pluck their feathers one by one. They would literally bite with their beak and pull out their feathers, and they will pull out their what shall we say, their beaks, and even they
Mhm.
would pull out their claws, and they would be like a bloody body, totally
Mhm.
bleeding body. They would spend there that state for about for some time, as long as it is required for them to get new everything, new feathers, new claw, new beak, everything, and
Mhm.
then they come back stronger than ever before.
Mhm.
Would you like to connect this to this English?
Yes, old habits like what we can do. We some for few days or few weeks
Hmm.
we can close ourselves in a room,
Yeah.
or we can give what we say,
Yeah,
um, uh, with new words, new
yeah,
phrases, new
yeah,
structures.
yeah,
We can also, by practicing for a longer period, at least for 1 week, 2 week,
yeah,
we can means rejuvenate
yeah.
ourselves.
Rejuvenate. Yes, that's right. That's right. I would like to share with you just one, what shall we say, one one quote. Allow me to share with you just one quote in this regard,
Yeah.
okay? Yeah, I would like to give you just this one quote. Not just one, maybe two. Steve Jobs, right? He says,
Yeah.
the only, is it there in the chat?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. The more you practice, the better you get. And the more confidence you gain. The more you practice, the better you get, and the more confidence you gain. And there is another writer by the name John Powell. Communication works for those who work at it. Communication works for those who work at it. So this is the kind of challenge that I would like to throw to you today. I don't know whether this session has made any sense to you. Has it?
Yes.
I hope so. So, I hope it has given you a bit of challenge. I
Yes,
hope
yes.
it has given you it has made you a bit more determined.
Yeah.
And so that's it. So tell me, if you would like to share something, you're most welcome.
Sir, firstly, I would like to know your feedback.
Feedback. You are able to speak extensively on whatever thought you have to develop. You are able to speak at length. You are able to develop the thought, and I like that part of it. Okay, and you are able to grasp the meaning of whatever